Hey everybody, how we doing? Looks like we're up and running. Beautiful. Hey everyone, I'm Dave Bisceglia, CEO of the TapLab. I'm joined today by my strikingly handsome co-founder, Mr. Ralph Shao. And can't tell you how excited we are to be here today to share with you our new mobile game, Tap City 2, a product that reinvents location-based games. Now, for the past 2 years, including our time at Techstars, we've been busting our butts working towards this moment. You guys ready to have some fun? Come on, you guys ready to have some fun? Let's do this. Woo! Let me show you how to play. Meet Zach. He's an avid mobile gamer, and he's setting out to take over his favorite real-world places in Tap City 2. Here he is in San Francisco at the concourse. Now, these are all local places that Zach can purchase in the game. Places that mean something to him in real life, bars, clubs, restaurants. Now, in every location-based game that Zach has ever played, he can only interact with the people and places around him. He's trapped in his immediate surroundings. It doesn't have to be this way. And today, I'm thrilled to introduce virtual travel. In Tap City 2, Zach can virtually travel down the street to his favorite Starbucks. When he gets there, he can order his favorite drink, which earns him points in the game. Now, he's also interested in who owns this property, how much it costs, and if it could one day be his. Looks like this Starbucks is owned by the one and only Jason Calacanis. So Zach really likes this property and decides to buy it from Jason on the spot. And just like that, Zach's the new owner of this Starbucks, and as the owner, he can upgrade it, customize it, and make it his own. Meanwhile, Zach's friend just got out of the Giants game over at AT&T Park. She's playing Tap City on the other side of town. No problem. With a single tap, Zach can zoom out to see the entire city of San Francisco. He chooses South Beach, hops in a cab, and makes his way across town. Now, when he gets there, he can give his friend a high five, which earns points in the game. He can send her a gift like a plane ticket, and we'll get to that later. Or he can choose to mug her and steal her money. But wait, there's more. Zach's friend owns the Froyo shop down on King Street. And in Tap City 2, Zach can virtually travel there and help her out by ordering a cup of frozen yogurt, or he can sign up to work there as an employee. Either way, both players get real in-game value from playing together. This is how location-based games should be played. Now, if Zach continues to work here, he can unlock real-world rewards, like $1 off a cup of frozen yogurt at the place his friend owns in the game. And that's the way location-based games should be played. In Tap City 2, Zach can explore the entire world. But wait, there's one more thing. In Tap City 2, Zach can buy a ticket for a flight to New York City. He can take a trip to London. He can even fly to Paris. When he gets there, Zach can interact with the locals. He can explore the streets of Paris. He can even go to the Eiffel Tower and collect a souvenir to take home and show off to his friends. And that's what this game's all about. Freedom. The freedom to play anywhere, at any time, and the freedom to boldly go beyond the check-in. Today, we're announcing the launch of our exclusive beta, and we'd like to invite all of you to get in on the fun. Go to tapcity2.com to grab your username, lock it up with an email, and request an invite. Now, we recently closed our seed round with some top-notch investors, including Don Dodge and the founders of Harmonix. And today, we're actively hiring rock-star developers and speaking with passionate investors who want to help us take this company to the next level. At the TapLab, we're teaming up with our players to take over the world, and we'd love for you to join us. Thanks so much.
Okay. Mara? Yeah?
Can you get mugged by the French? Is that?
Yeah, we officially left our mark on France during this demo.
Why are you mugging people? I'm just curious. What's besides being cute about it?
The idea was to introduce basically multiple levels of interaction between players. So players can chat with each other. We have asynchronous chat. They can help each other out by sending each other supplies and tickets to travel the world. And high-fiving and mugging are just two examples of how players can interact with each other. We really want to build that out. That's the magic, is that you can compete and collaborate with real people anywhere in the world.
Okay, mugging is competing? Okay, all right.
Well, you're taking their money.
But
So.
why didn't you just go around and mug everybody?
Well, actually, we took a little thing from Monopoly. Every once in a while, the cops come out and throw you in jail, and you have to have one of your friends bail you out.
Okay.
Do you get notifications if someone mugs you? Like if you're not in game
Yes.
and stuff's happening? Like
That's the huge thing here. It's these dynamic calls to action. So you own these places in the game, and you get a notification when someone makes an offer to buy it from you. And you're pulled back into that experience because you've got a sense of ownership. This kind of fame factor too. I mean, like the owner of Fenway Park in Boston, like everyone in town knows he's the owner. And that's the spark that triggered this for us.
do you already have like business partners that are?
So we're currently exploring some pilots for this new title with some of the largest retailers in the world.
And you get stuff? Like, you just got a free yogurt, a fake yogurt, but
Yes.
can you get an actual yogurt? Or
Definitely. And think about what we could do with this travel mechanic. We had Virgin Airlines in there as an example, but having featured destinations that players can unlock real-world tickets to. In fact, I mean, our virtual goods model, we charge players for these tickets around the world. But what if we incorporated a frequent flyer mile program? It's just so much incredible stuff we can do here. It's really in line with gameplay.
Sorry, I was just wondering if you can go over like what your background is in game mechanics or other
Yeah.
areas.
So Ralph and I started this company right out of college. We've been doing this for the past 3 years. And we've surrounded ourselves with folks that really know this stuff. We're close with the founders of Harmonix. They're on board as advisors and investors.
So you said you've been working on this for 3 years?
3 years, yes.
Okay. What's current?
2.0 product.
Yes.
Okay. What are current levels of adoption or with the previous product? What
So
was kind of high
our
level?
first product was Tap City 1, and it was a prototype. So we bootstrapped development, virtually no marketing spend. We got more than 10,000 people playing the game. And really, it was the perfect test kitchen. During Techstars, we learned all this, we worked with our mentors, and we're applying it in this new game, and swinging for the fences.
Do people really, I mean, when you introduce the notion of this real-time, real-world monopoly, people tend to stay where they live or amongst their actual community, or do they actually travel and go in other places?
That's the thing, is in this first game, in really high-density areas, we saw ridiculous engagement, like 25 minutes a day. But the retention just wasn't there because people were locked in their immediate surroundings. And even in like the alpha test we're doing now, people explore forever. They're exploring the entire city of Boston. And by introducing these kind of featured destinations, we can do content updates every week and say, hey, now you can go to Paris, now you can go to Italy, now you can go to Antarctica, and build out these skylines on a weekly basis.
So besides, making some money and having a fun game to play. By the way, I thought the design was nice and the UI was very good. It looked fun. I have a background in gaming from 20 years ago, which probably is totally irrelevant now. My real question to you is, why are you doing this? How is this really changing the world? Why do we need another game like this?
Totally. I think it's interesting. We've looked at location-based gaming to date, and for the most part, it's been gamified social utilities and local deal finders, not real games, not real compelling, collaborative and competitive games. And that's what we're really trying to do here. But also building a sense of world community. I mean, the fact that I can go to another country and I could mug someone, or I could chat with them and actually collaborate with them. We think that's a huge, huge step for gaming, and we're really psyched to launch this product.
Thanks.
Awesome.
My personal reaction is that was like too smooth. I guess I might caution you to not overpitch so much. I mean, I guess my reaction would be I'd hope you had a little bit more traction after the first game or so. 3 years is actually quite a bit of time for a mobile game to learn stuff. The basic business hypothesis is really straightforward. There's nothing wrong with that. Somebody will probably make a lot of money in this space, but you'll probably have to compete with a lot of other folks to get there. So yeah, I might pitch the experience that you had in gaming or other mentors and other folks that you have with those types of experience.
I'm wondering, Tony, do you buy the idea that a retailer, e-retailer, would want to have people playing with their products in a game? Would somebody like Zappos, would you love to have Zappos headquarters there and have people running around packing boxes? And then would you consider giving people $1 off their next order if they did 10 actions inside the Zappos offices in Vegas?
I was actually trying, because I'm not much of a game player, so I was actually trying to think of, trying to understand and think of how it would fit into stuff we're doing at Zappos. And I was actually thinking of it more from a community element, because we're in the process of helping revitalize downtown Vegas as part of our campus move. And so it might be interesting for people to, like, if they go to, in our case, a place in downtown Vegas that is an empty lot or something, and someone says, oh, wouldn't it be cool if this parking lot was a beer garden? And then someone else might come along in the game and say, oh, I'd go to that, or I want to help support that, and then kind of virtually use that to create a passionate group of people or community to actually affect change in the real world.
Definitely.
So.
Yeah, I mean, local giving is something we're really excited about, allowing players to basically give back to the community. And we've got this dual currency system that really will power that.
Awesome. Let's hear it for the TapLab.